Welcome to this look at awesome new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Tuesday the 9th of August. We've got some awesome new mods today and we have got some updates. The map Somerset Farms by Steve's Mods, the MefiuFs 5400 series by AMG Gaming and Bullet Bill, the John Deere AR series by Custom Modding, the Lizard 1105 by Conta Kamigo Modding, the Ag pack by SMI Modding Team, the Signal Bar by Nico Do 55, the Homemade Weight by Edo's Picks and Raymond Grillo, the IBC and Pallet Stack by AFModding ABP Team, the Old Big Building by Matej Mods, the Diesel Production Pack by MTL Modding Team, and the Small Dairy by Nailu have all had updates. In front of me we have got the Claas C450-C600 headers pack by Wojtasik. It's 16.26 megabytes download. This is representative. This is one of the headers from the pack, and the pack comes with a header trailer as well. You'll find them under headers. So we've got the 450, which is a 4.5 meter, the 510, which is 5.1 meter, and the C600, which is 6 meter. Slot counts are 7, 8, and 8. But that's the one I've got, that's why it's saying 1 at the moment. Someone asked me about slot counts the other day. If you look down the bottom next where it says kilograms, there's a lot of little cubes. That number there tells you what the slot count is, what it will take up, what it will use. If you get duplicates, the slot count drops down because the game's already rendering in what it needs to, so it's just a duplication of what you've already got. So that's where the slot count is. Someone did ask me. They might have been new to the game. Yeah. So that's those options available. We can have old stickers or new. So depending on what you're putting them on, you might want to go for the old stickers rather than the new. And then if we go down to header trailers, out to the end, we've got the C450-C600 trailer. That's only 3 slots, which comes down to 1. You get the smaller one there, which will do the 450 or the 510. And then you go for that one, we'll do the C600, the slightly larger header. So that's that. Nicely made, nicely detailed. They lock onto the header trailer. The reel does raise and lower and move in and out a little bit. That's the Claas C450-C600 headers pack by Wojtasik. Down to the field we go. For these, the used lifting platforms by MX11, 7.68 megabytes download. These are 2 slots, 2 slots, 3 slots, and 2 slots in the background. We've got a smaller lift. We've got a, well, more for tractors, I guess, a medium lift. We've got a full 4-post lift, and then we've got ramp set up. And if you come to the sides here and click on it, then you've got the option to open vehicle workshop. The same with these. Once they're raised, that's just a good point. Where are the triggers? Maybe these, oh no, these ones then are just lifts. That's the one with the workshop trigger, yeah. So these ones are just lifts, more kind of, I suppose, decorative. Now, there is a slight problem. Always seems to be with these. Things go up, but don't like to come down again. They defy physics. The old saying, what goes up must come down. Not necessarily. Not if you're playing Farm Sim. Let me get out. There we go. Press circle. So we'll go up. But coming down again. That's kind of usual. Normally if you come close to it. Yeah, they'll drop down. And then we've got the ramps this side. I haven't actually tried these out yet. Yeah, a little bit. We've had your suspension fixed. It certainly gives the suspension a bit of a workout when it comes back down again. These you'll find under build mode and where are we? Under tools. 3,500 for the the double post smaller one, 4,000 for the double post slightly larger. The 4-post Liftmaster 7,500, and the repair ramp with workshop is 9,500. So the build mode and tools, that's where you'll find them. That's what should happen. Oh, that's going to need probably more for tractors and things like that. Really, it's quite a big set of ramps. There we go. For your repair. Used lifting platforms by MX11. Next we've got this is the bunker silo set by MefiuFs, 7.76 megabytes download. These are 4s and 5s in the slots. This one, that's 250,000 litres of grass in there, no clipping. Well, I haven't come across it yet anyway. I mean, we're up against the sides here, definitely. Yes, there's no clipping through the walls. Nicely detailed, looks like concrete. Under build mode and silos, there's quite a few of them. We start there. I'm not going to read them all out, but there are a whole load of them. I think the first few are all 20,000. Those are the 8x39s. Also is that, but that's 45, 45. Yeah, so they're either 20 grand or 45,000. I think I might have gone for, yeah, 45. Let's go for a slightly smaller one then, have a look. Right, so that's half the height. So slightly smaller wall size. And as you can see, place them, they only go at 90-degree angles. You can't rotate them to any direction you want. 90-degree angles is how you get the option to place those. So those are slot counts of 4s and 5s. None of them go above that, which isn't too bad at all. The bunker silo set by MefiuFs. Next we've got these. I do like this one. Like that a lot. This is the Velga DK115 by MefiuFs, 5.57 megabytes download, 7 slots on console. For the first one, there's a lot of numbers all thrown in there. 7 slots on console. Bale trailer, open-sided with a large thing. I know some of those balers we've got that kind of fling things in. That might work for those. These aren't auto-load though. There's a couple of different bale options, and then when you've got the standard one, that's an 8,000 litre option with a cover up as well. Rear trailer hitches do work, as you can see. I've daisy chained them together. Swivel axles, like them or hate them, they are swivel axles. You'll find these under trailers right out on the end there. So 11,500 for the base model. Standard configuration, like I said, 8,000 litres. If we go down, we've got on all of these Trelleborg, we've got standard or a wide. Then we've got Continental, BKT, and that's it. Yeah, with no options within those. Configuration, we have standard. We can have that one, bale trailer like that, bale trailer like that, or oh, I thought it was one that was completely flat. I might be one of the other trailers. Yeah, so one container, the others are all bale trailers. They all have straps, so if you want to put pallets on them and stuff like that, you can. There is a license plate option there, which might be giving the game away a little bit, but never mind. If we go back up and change that, cover colour, we've got the option of that and that. If you go for that one, what else was there? Oh yeah, design colour on this one. If you go for that option, we can change the frame colour up the top, so the metalwork around it we can change if you wish. Those are the options. Straps are manual or 3 in cab. Switch to the rear one, cover open, unload. That way for rear tip. I think, do we have left and right? Tip side back, tip side grain door, left and right. Let's go to the left. Right will just be the opposite of that. There we go. Door flaps open. Nice animations. Very cool. The Velga DK115 by MefiuFs. Next we move on to these. These are the multi-trailer pack by WOLFex modding, 2.42 megabytes download, 3 slots each on console. We've got a single axle, we've got a double axle. As you can see, we've got there's a few different configurations. These are the two that stood out for me. front creel, rear creel, and then these side barriers if you're going to put round bells on. I like that. That's a cool option. Straps as well, again manual or from in-cab if you want to. And then there's also, this is the longer one of the two. We'll show you in the mod tab in a moment. These, yeah, there were 3 slots each. A login version as well, again with straps. Makes it quite a versatile trailer that as well. So you find these under bale loaders. Hang on, I've gone the wrong way. Nope. There we go. So single axle's 8 grand, the tandem trailer is 12 grand, it's just on the different size. Like I say, they're not auto load. So we can have trailer board with a standard or a standard 2. Then we've got Michelin, Vredestein, Nokian, back again. On those other ones, it's just the tyre options that are on, there's no other choices. Design standard, front extension, front and rear extension, round bale extension, forestry, or back to standard again. So if you just want to do pallets and things like that, I mean, you can have any of those configurations and still do pallets because it's still got straps. It's entirely up to you. Main colour option, let's go with that for example. Let's just change that to those and that. So we've got extension colour. At the moment it's on galvanised, but you can choose a colour for those. That's the posts. And if you see the bars across the sides still stay, and the bars across there still stay metal, but it's just the framework around them. Rim colour, anything on that pallet. And it's exactly the same on this one for all of it. All the other options are exactly the same. We can have the various different designs, colour options, extension colours, rim colours, all exactly the same. Very nice, nicely made. No rear trailer hitches on those, so you can't hook these up in chains or convoys or however you want to refer to them. The multi-trailer pack by WOLFex Modding. Next, we've got this. This is the Unia Rack 1.12. This is by Nikos321, 4.06 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, 4.3 meters wide. We have a few different options on this. Go back up to our tools, go to our windrowers, out on the end. It's only 2,500, only requires 45 horsepower, which isn't too bad. We can have red and grey, although that's more like red and white to me, but anyway. Red and yellow, that's right, and then red and black, but that looks more like the grey. Anyway, that's what it says they are. Those are the options. Jump in, start it up, unfold. Okay, that wasn't shown before. That's weird. I wonder why it's done that. Just looking at the description, top left, it normally just says fold, lower, turn on, but there's a whole description there. Turn it on, drop it down. Only runs at 7 miles an hour, but that gives a 4.3 metre windrow. Doesn't, I don't know, does that seem like 4.3 metres? That can't be right, surely. Well, maybe it is. I suppose you think of the width of the tractor and then out from there. Yeah. Hold that back up again. The Unia Rack 1.12 by Nikos321. Next we've got this. This is so detailed. This is another one of those cracking planters. This is the John Deere 1720-16R30. So 16 row, 30-inch spacing, 2012 planter. It's by JHHG Modding. 20.53 megabytes download, 22 slots on console. It's a 12.2 meter foldable, as you see, planter. It's also a direct drill, so no previous ploughing or cultivating is required. It will automatically do the work for you. There are a ton of options. At the moment I've got this with liquid fertilizer and seed. I've got larger seed tanks. You can have this with solid fertilizer. You can have it for, does it say herb or pesticide? There's quite a few different options you can choose from on this. It does say in the description, was it something like 500 moving parts? I'm sure I read that. It's got a pump on it. Unless I'm going mad, I'm sure it said that somewhere. Over 510 movable elements. All proper safety labels and decals. 2012 model year, frame and details. Yeah, it's realistic lights, the whole shebang. It's very cool. If we go to our planters, out on the end there. So 62,300 for a 12.2 meter planter. That's pretty good. In fact, that's incredibly good. So now it does say here, I'm just going to read this out. Capacity of seeds goes from 896 litres up to 1,696, depending on the size of the containers. At the moment, top left, it's saying 896 because we've got the small boxes on there. So tanks configuration standard, liquid fertilizer set, pesticide set, then tanks and liquid fertilizer. That takes the capacity up to 1,653. If you go for liquid fertilizer, that's 757 litres of liquid fertilizer that will take. We can then go tanks and pesticide set, then dry fertilizer. So you've got your seed boxes and dry fertilizer. So if you don't want to go liquid fertilizer and you want to go solid fertilizer, you can do that. We then switch around so you can have tanks, dry fertilizer. Then you can have the larger bushel extensions. This takes us to 1,696 litres of seed alone. You can then have that with tanks as well. So that takes you up to 2,453 litres. There's so many different options. And then back to standard. We have Wheelbrand, John Deere or Lizard. If we go for John Deere, it's communal tyres. Lizard, we've got wides, or we've got the lift assist wheels on the back. So if you want to have those, and you can have that lift assist and lift assist wheels too. Depends what you want to go for. Then on the front, or to balance it all out, you've got 0 kilogram front weight or 435 kilo front weight. So again, weights on there as well. All realistic, it's the real thing. Then we've got cleaner disc configurations. No. You can have cleaner discs, where it says standard, or you can have no-till row cleaners. So this is, because it's a direct drill, it's no-till anyway. You can just go over the stubble from your previous crop. But those row cleaners, those star-shaped row cleaners, move all the stuff out the way to allow for the planting. Then attachers, yes or no. You have a trailer hitch on the back, so if you want to add liquid fertilizer tanks, things like that on the back, you can add things on behind it as well. Wing support configuration, that just adds some bars, some brackets on there, which adds support to the wings. And then you've got design colour. This is for the rear wheels. If you go for those extra lizard wheels, you can have those a different colour if you want to. So quite a few different options going on there. Like I say, I have got liquid fertilizer and seeds in this. So let's unfold it. I did go for the support bars. I've gone for a rear trailer hitch on there as well, and the support legs, as you can see those. That just takes a lot of weight off the 3-point link on the back, and probably saves you from having a front weight on as well, because when you lower that, those will work hydraulically as well, so it's all supporting its weight. We can open covers like that, and depending on what ones you've got, you can open the seed covers, then you can open the fertilizer covers if you've got those. Let's turn it on. The blower's going already, the fans. Drop it down. And away we go. We are seeding and fertilising. Everything moving. You see, look, even the jets, you see the liquid fertiliser coming out at the bottom of each of the things. What a fantastic animation that is. Let's just stop there a second. That's amazing. Now we have also got, normally you can adjust your pressure, which will adjust the depth. If we go to L1, R1 and right stick side to side, we can adjust those wheels as well. So in real life you can do a bit of adjustment on those, which can adjust the pressure and depth of the planter as it goes as well. It's brilliant. I love that animation. That is so cool. Let's raise that up, you can just see them as it, yeah. Wow. I like that. That's very cool indeed. 12.2 metre John Deere 1720 16R30 2012 by JHHG Modding. What a cracking mod. We have indicators on the back of it as well there. Look. I'm mesmerised. There you go. Which brings you on to the last of the mods for today. and it's an absolute doozy. I'm a very happy boy today. I said on a mod review, was it a week ago, 2 weeks ago? The Defender 90 came out on PC, but it didn't come out on console because obviously you can't have the Land Rover Defender thing. And I said, oh, come on, it'd be amazing if we had this. This is by AFModding, who bought us the Santanas. And I said, even if you called it an Offender or just call it something else. So it's come out, it's the Lizard Protector 90 by AFModding. 19.22 megabytes download, 13 slots for the first one. There are so many configurations. And I said a while ago, wouldn't it be cool if we had a police car in game? Honestly, wow, just brilliant. And when you wait till you see the options, then see the different things. I've kind of gone for, what was it, the challenge one? Oh, I've forgotten. I want to say T4, it's not, is it? Anyway, what used to be the camel trophy, mine's gone blank. We've got a police version, we've got a search and rescue, kind of fire and rescue if you want to go for that. Then you've got one that's a construction one, but I thought that looked a little bit more, when I went for the blue as well, like airfield security maintenance assistance, like on RF stations and stuff like that. It has a bit of a kind of look like that. They used to have an old Land Rover at RF Halton for gliding. Oh, brilliant. Honestly, I can't stop smiling. I was so excited setting up this mod review. I know it sounds childish. I love Land Rovers, and I've been waiting for one of these to come. And now we've got number plates as well. That's where the Rosas thing came from for the police. Yeah, why not? So, under vehicles, under cars, just there. So there's the Santana, which I love. I think it's brilliant. But this is also, I mean, they're both incredibly awesome. 300 horsepower. So you can have it windowed or no window. And that does change how some of the decals appear. So we'll go for windowed at the moment. You can have right-hand drive or left-hand drive, which is a fantastic addition. So depending on where in the world you are, you can pick which hand drive. So adventure kit, we've got default. We can have a front grille. We can have side steps, grille and steps, or full adventure kit. Front bull bars, light bar, winch, snorkel, roof bars, spotlights on the bars, rear ladder. I mean, the whole works. Even adds the extra grills on the side as well. The grills are there, but adds the grill vent covers. Oh, brilliant. Light stock or LEDs. So you can upgrade to an LED kit if you want, or you can go old school. Then decals, you've got no decal, construction, police, search and rescue, or back off. Now if I go for the police one and I change the back to that, I mean the stickers on the window anyway I suppose, but there you can see a little bit better, the Crime Stoppers thing on the back, it is there technically. And then we can go down to rescue, there, off. Let's leave one of those on. Beacons and light bar standard. You can have construction beacons, so if you've gone for the construction one, you can have those. You can have police, old school, with a red and blue flashing light on there. We can go rescue. We can go with a construction 2, police 2, and rescue 2, the more modern light bars, strobe flashing light bars. Then we'll set up, we've got street, or we got mud. So depending on what sort of version we go for. Main colour, so again, we've got a few different sections. Heritage colours here. We've got matte, we've got a silk, a candy, and a metallic. We've got that in silver, camel, like the camel trophy, which I quite like. As you can see, the main colour does, the main body of the vehicle doesn't do the bonnet, wheel arches, or light shrouds, doesn't do the rim colour either, because the rim colour is separate. So there's a whole load to choose from. I do like the gunmetal. Gunmetal's really cool as well. So if we go with parts colour, so again we can mix and match. That does the mud guards and the front light shrouds. I'll put that on gunmetal as well. Hood colour, again we can have it standing out or blending it all in. Rim colour, we've got a whole load of polished ones down here. So we've got metals. So you have shiny metallics, chrome, silver, metallic, pearl, white. There's a whole load to choose from. Oh, I do like this. The Santanas are ones I was like, I'm going to use these in every Let's Play I do. Now I'm like, whoa, I'm torn. And then you've got license plate option on there as well, front and rear. Depending, of course, if you've got the that attachment on. So if I go for that, that says front and back, but there's no front one because I've got the full adventure pack on there. If I take the adventure pack off, where are we? There you go, the number plate appears So it depends what options you've got on there. But that does look pretty awesome, doesn't it? So those are the options. There's loads to mix and match and play around with. But this is where it gets cool. So let's hop in and start it up. Lights. So again, depending on what you've gone for with the extra light bar. I've gone for LEDs. I think I might have gone for LEDs in all of them. But wait for this. This is super cool. Now, like I say, if you're on PC, this is already out. But on console, wow. So L1 on PlayStation controller. And rotate crane right. Look at that. There's no straps in the back, but you can probably get some in there, but fold the seats up and close the back. Is that not just an amazing, fantastic animation? I could do that for hours. So let's have a look inside. It has got great suspension like the Santanas do, so going over bumpy ground and rocky terrain and stuff like that, you do get quite a bit of movement in the axles. But that's not the best bit. Let's turn that one off. Let's go to this. So let's go with beacons. Oh, look at that. Now, sirens. Think of the storylines, think of the narrative, think of playing multiplayer and one of you is old Bill. You can pull people over for speeding and all sorts. If their loads aren't secured properly, you know, a whole host of reasons. Just do random stop and searches, whatever you want to do. So the rescue ones is actually, that one's the same with the boot. That one's got a solid back. So this one, if you go for the solid back rather than windowed, and we open, rotate crane. There's no seats in the back if you go for that one. I love the sound effects. Same thing. And then we got this one. I went for more standard construction beacons on that. I don't think this one's got a siren. No, because it hasn't got a... It's not a police version of fire emergency. But, I mean, oh, there's detail. The chevrons on the construction one. All of it. It's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The attention to detail. My hat's off to you, AFModding. I doff my cap in your direction. Well, I like mods generally, don't get me wrong, and people know how much I like Land Rovers. So it's having owned a few, it's just very cool. Very happy. So that's it, sorry. That's it for the mods for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, I'm off to go and nick someone. Thanks for watching.